हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। अंबर पे आंख उठाए, मन तो उड़ता ही जाए। संगम के सुहाने सुख जो हम लूटे तो लुटाए। दिव्य चितवन से नस नस को भर दे आज आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। तू जो धरा पे पधारे, गुल खिल जाते हैं न्यारे। गुलशन तो महक जाए, तू जो इसे सवारे। हर गुल में भरते बाबा तू खुशबू स्वर्ग सी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
Om Shanti. Today, Bap Dada बच्चों के मस्तक में भाग्य के चमकते हुए सितारे देख रहे हैं. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the star, the sparkling star of fortune on the forehead of the children everywhere. One is the star of, one is the fortune of the birth, second, the fortune of relationship, and the third, the fortune of attainments. So Bap Dada is happy to see these three attainments, these three types of fortune of the children. About the fortune of your birth, that you know. That the one who has given you this divine birth is the bestower of fortune himself. So just think, how big is your fortune? How great is your fortune? Along with that is the fortune of relationship. Do you know its speciality? The speciality of the fortune of relationship. Do you know its speciality? All the three relationships, Father, Teacher and Satguru, you have forged all these three relationships with the Father. That is, you have all three relationships with the One. You also know about the attainments. Where the Father is there, there the attainments, there are all attainments, and that also unlimited attainments. There are three relationships in the One. Even otherwise in life, these three relationships are very essential. However, there in the world, the relationships are with separate people. But for you, all the three relationships are with the One, are with One. That is, three relationships in one. And because of three relationships in one, or with one, three relationships with one, remembrance becomes easier too. The experience of remembrance becomes easier too. All of you have the experience of all the three relationships, is it not? What do you receive from the Father? Inheritance. And the inheritance which you receive is also so elevated. And also this inheritance lasts for such a long time because it has been received from the Supreme Father. From God, the Supreme Father. The second relationship is that of a teacher. knowledge is called to be source of income.
तो आप सबको शिक्षक द्वारा कितना उच्च प्राप्ति हुई है.
So, how much elevated attainments you have received from the teacher. You know that, don't you?
ऐसी ऊंची प्राप्ति
The attainments are so elevated, so great.
स्वयं परमात्मा पिता की
Oh, these elevated or great attainments cannot be attained from anyone else except from the highest on high Father. Except from the highest on high teacher.
पद की प्राप्ति होती है
A teacher gives a status too,
और आप सबको
and all of you
श्रेष्ठ प्राप्ति है.
have this unlimited attainment
में भी
even in the world.
प्राप्ति राजपद को कहा जाता
The most elevated attainment is the attainment of sovereignty.
है. आपको भी शिक्षक द्वारा
Therefore, from the teacher,
राजपद की प्राप्ति हुई है.
you have received the attainment of
भी
sovereignty of a kingdom.
स्वराज
Even at this time,
के राजा हो.
you are the sovereigns of the self.
आत्मा
Even at this time, you are the sovereigns of the self.
राजयोगी
Because
होने के कारण
the soul is a Raj Yogi
अधिकारी
at this time, because the soul is a Raj Yogi, and therefore it becomes a self-sovereign at this time. It rules over itself.
के वशीभूत नहीं हो.
It is not under the influence of the sense organs. The soul is the master
इंद्रियों की राजा बन
and rules over its sense organs.
का स्वराज
Therefore,
और भविष्य में भी
at this time you receive self-sovereignty,
राज
and in the future
प्राप्त होता है.
you receive the sovereignty
डबल राज
of the world. So
और भविष्य में
you receive a double kingdom, a double rule. You become self-sovereigns at this time, and you receive a kingdom in the future. You get a high status in the future.
तीसरा संबंध है
And the third relationship
गुरु का.
is of the Satguru.
तीनों संबंध प्राप्त है ना.
You have attained all the 3 relationships, haven't you? Have you? That of the father, the teacher, and the third of the Satguru.
सतगुरु द्वारा गुरु की श्रीमत मिलती.
From the Satguru you receive the elevated directions.
कितनी श्रेष्ठ मत मिली है.
You have received such an elevated
को अपने को चेक करो.
dictates, haven't you?
श्रीमत
Therefore, always check
चलती है.
whether you are following the elevated dictates, or you also sometimes follow the dictates of your own mind or the dictates of others also. Find out if your intellect does not go towards the dictates of your mind or the dictates of other human beings. Did you check? Did you check this? Those who think that I am always following the dictates. I am always following the supreme dictates, and I never am influenced by the dictates of my mind or by the dictates of other human beings. They raise their hand. Those who think that they are always following Srimad and they do not follow the dictates of their own mind or the dictates of others, human beings, they raise their hand. Baba is looking around. Did the Pandavas raise their hand? Only a few are raising their hand. Sometimes you waver, don't you? Something wrong with the sound. नहीं आ रहा? So why do you follow the dictates of your mind or the dictates of others? The supreme dictates are: consider yourself to be a soul and remember me, your father. Then, so is this easy or is it difficult? It becomes difficult sometimes, is it? Does it become difficult sometimes? But what Baba wants, what the Father wants, is that that
हर बच्चा
every child
आगे आगे
should keep on flying forward with these three relationships.
बाप दादा पूछते हैं
Therefore, Bap Dada is asking
कि जिन्होंने हाथ नहीं उठाया
that those who did not raise their hand, those who did not raise their hand,
अब से
they
मन मत पर मत का त्याग कर सकते हैं
or can they renounce
कर सकते
the dictates of their mind and the dictates of others from now onwards at least? Can they renounce that from now onwards at least? You did not raise your hand when Baba asked, but at least from now onwards can you renounce?
क्योंकि क्योंकि बाप दादा ने समय का
Why is Bap Dada saying this? Because Bap Dada has already given you one signal.
अभी संगम का समय
Bap Dada has already given you one signal, or already signaled to you that
valuable
the moments or the time of the confluence age
और बाप दादा ने
are very valuable,
ये भी इशारा दे दिया
and Bap Dada has also signaled to you
कि वर्तमान
that
समय के बर्बाद
according to the present time,
सब अचानक होना
everything that will happen suddenly.
इसलिए
This is why
सदा एवर रेडी
always be ever ready.
बनना है ना
This is why you have to be
साथ चलेंगे
always ever ready, is it not?
पीछे पीछे आएंगे
You want to accompany the Father, is it not? Or do you want to
दादा के साथ
follow the Father afterwards?
अपने घर चल
You want to accompany the Father
रेडी
and return home with the Father, is it not?
रेडी
Are you ready for returning home with the Father together?
एवर रेडी
Are you ever ready to?
रेडी भी नहीं
Not just ready,
एवर रेडी
but ever ready.
तो बाप दादा समय का इशारा दे
So Bap Dada is giving you the signal of time.
इस एक
You have to make your fortune for 21 births in this one birth itself.
कितना attention देना है.
So just think how much attention you have to give for that. Bap Dada has love for every child.
कि हर बच्चा
So Bap Dada wishes that every child of his should go along with him
राज
and also come along with him and rule in the kingdom.
तो आप साथ चलने के लिए
Therefore,
बाप समान संपूर्ण और संपन्न
therefore,
बनेंगे
will you become,
तब तो साथ
because only when you become perfect and complete will you be able to go with the Father together.
इस छोटे से जन्म में
So it is in this one
जन्म
small birth
प्राप्ति
you are going to get the attainment of
निश्चित है. तो
a 21 births.
संगम का छोटा सा जन्म
So just imagine, just think, this confluence age, this birth at the confluence age is so small.
कितना महान
Therefore, each moment, each second, each minute is so great,
हिसाब लगाओ.
so precious. Therefore,
इस जन्म में
just
21 जन्म का राजभाग
see the account of 1 second,
का एक मिनट भी
1 minute of the confluence age. That is this little birth of the confluence age, and the fruit of the efforts you make here you receive for 21 births. So just think how precious even 1 minute is.
को जान
Therefore, and know the value of each minute of the confluence age
क्या करना पड़े.
and do accordingly. So what have you to do for that? What will you have to do for that?
बाप दादा ने पहले भी सुनाया है
Bap Dada has told you earlier as well
दो
that
बातों का
you will
विशेष अटेंशन.
have to pay attention to 2 things.
दो बातें कौन सी
Which are those 2 things?
याद है ना.
You remember it, don't you?
एक समय
One is
और
time
दूसरे संकल्प.
and the second is thoughts. You have to pay attention to these 2 things, time and thoughts.
व्यर्थ न जाए.
Your thoughts should not go a waste. Your time should not go a waste.
एक एक सेकंड सफल हो.
Let each second be used in a worthwhile way.
तो बोलो
Then say,
इतना अटेंशन देना पड़ेगा ना.
then say, you'll have to, so you will have to give that much attention, is it not?
बाप दादा का तो सभी बच्चों से प्यार है.
Bap Dada has love for all the children.
दादा यही चाहते
Bap Dada now wishes
कि एक
that
बच्चा भी साथ से रह नहीं जाए.
not even one child should be left behind and not go together
साथ है,
with the Father.
साथ चले,
You are together and you will go together
राज
and
कारी
you will come together to rule in the kingdom
जीवन में सुख शांति
and experience peace and happiness constantly in life. So say,
साथ चलेंगे ना.
you will go with the Father, won't you? Will you? Do you wish to go with the Father? Hope you will not be left behind. Hope you will not be left behind.
देखो तीन भाग्य तुम्हारे के मस्तक में
See, the three fortunes
चमक रहे.
are shining on everyone's forehead.
अपने मस्तक में ये तीनों ही भाग्य दिखाई देते हैं ना.
You're able to see these three fortunes on your forehead, are you not?
संगम योगी भाग्यवान युग.
The confluence age is the fortunate age. Fortunate age,
इतना भाग्य बनाने
or the age of fortune. Therefore,
ना बना सकते.
you can make as much fortune you want in this age.
लेकिन बहुत समय का अटेंशन
However,
चाहिए.
for that you need attention for a long period of time.
सभी बच्चे अपने अपने पुरुषार्थ में अभी तीव्रता लो.
So all the children have to
बाप दादा देखते
have to enhance their speed of efforts. Bap Dada sees that the children are making efforts,
सभी का
but
तीव्रता
the intensity
का पुरुषार्थ
in the efforts
होना चाहिए.
needs to be more, and therefore you have to enhance your speed of efforts.
बाप दादा हर बच्चे को बालक
Bap Dada
वाले देखने चाहते
wishes to see every child
सर्व खजान
as the child and the master. The master of what? The master of all the treasures.
बाप दादा को कहते हैं
Sometimes some children tell Bap Dada,
कि बाबा
they say to Bap Dada, Baba,
आपने तो सर्व शक्तियाँ दी है
Baba, you have given me all the powers,
और हम भी अपने को मास्टर
and I also consider myself to be Master, Almighty Authority.
लेकिन कई बच्चे ओले ना देते हैं
But then some children complain
कि कभी कभी
that
जिस समय
sometimes
जो शक्ति की आवश्यकता होती है वो समय पर
I am not able, sometimes the power which I need at a particular time does not come to me at that time. This is what they complain to Baba. Baba, I have all the powers, but then when I invoke that power, it doesn't come to me in time. So what is the reason for that?
हर एक को सर्व शक्तियाँ दी है
Bap Dada has given all the powers to all of you.
किसको कम दी है
Hasn't he? Is there anyone who says that he has given less powers to me and more to others? He has given all powers to all of you, haven't he? Hasn't he? All of you have received the powers, haven't you? And all the powers everyone has received, is it not? So
क्यों नहीं काम
why
पर आती है
why do these powers not come to you at the time of need? What is the reason for that? You know the reason, don't you?
लेकिन
You know the reason,
उस समय भूल जाते
but you forget it at that time.
सर्व शक्तियाँ
But you forget it at that time.
का खजाना हर बच्चे को वर्षे में मिला है
Every child has received the treasure of all powers as inheritance from the Father.
सभी को सर्व शक्तियों का वर्ष
The Father has given
कोई
the inheritance of all the powers to all the children. It's not that He has given less to some and more to others. He has given all the powers to all the children as inheritance. But why are you not able to use them when needed? Or why don't these powers come to you when needed? The reason for that is
कि आप सोचो
the reason for that is
अगर अपने
just think,
मान के
supposing
सीट पर नहीं हो
someone is not seated on his seat of self-respect, then will anyone obey his order if he's not seated on his seat? Will anyone obey his orders?
शक्ति नहीं आती है.
So when the power doesn't come to you, the reason for that is at that time you are not seated on your seat of Master Almighty authority. At that time you are not seated on your seat of Master Almighty authority.
इसीलिए
This is why
बिना सीट के कोई नहीं मानता.
nobody will obey someone when if he is not seated on his seat.
अपने सीट
Therefore,
सीट
always set yourself on the seat of Master Almighty authority.
वेस्ट थॉट्स चलते हैं.
Sometimes waste thoughts come,
कभी टेंशन
or sometimes
आता है.
tension comes.
उससे स्वाभिमान की सीट छूट जाती.
It means that at that time you have left yourself of your seat of self-respect.
हर एक को कितने स्वाभिमान दिए.
Bap Dada has given so many
बड़ी
titles of self-respect
सीट
to everyone. There's such a big list of these titles of self-respect.
स्वाभिमान
Just count how many self-respect points of self-respect the Father has given to you.
स्वाभिमान में सेट नहीं होते हैं.
You don't set yourself on the seat of self-respect, then what happens? Where there is no self-respect, there what comes? What comes? Where there is no self-respect, there
या तो स्वाभिमान
bodily ego comes.
या तो
Either it is self-respect or the respect of the soul, or it is the ego of the body.
देवान की सीट पर ऑर्डर करेंगे.
So if you set yourself on the seat of self-respect, the power will obey you immediately.
तो
Otherwise,
मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान शक्ति नहीं माने.
otherwise, how can it be possible that that someone doesn't obey the order of a Master Almighty authority?
इसका अभ्यास सदा करो.
So keep doing this practice of setting yourself on the seat of self-respect all the time.
चेक करो.
Check within.
चाहे कर्म योग में हो,
Whether
चाहे
you are doing karma yoga or you are doing any type of service,
चाहे अपने मनन मंत्र
or you are doing some churning,
सीट पर
but do everything
सीट है.
after sitting on the seat of self-respect. And if you are sitting on the seat of self-respect, then all the powers will obey your orders and come in front of you.
आज बाप दादा ने देखा
Today, Bap Dada observed
अमृत वेले चक्कर लगाया.
at Amrit Vela, Baba went on a tour everywhere.
चाहे विदेश
whether it was overseas or whether it was in Bharat.
बाप दादा को चक्कर लगा
How long does it take for Bap Dada to tour
समय नहीं लगता
everywhere? No time at all.
तो क्या देखा
So what did Bap Dada observe?
बताए
Should Baba tell you what he noticed?
सभी मेजॉरिटी बैठे तो थे
Majority of you were sitting.
उठकर अपने अपने स्थानों पर
You did
बैठे थे
wake up and were sitting
लेकिन
at your respective places.
पुरुषार्थ भी कर रहे थे
You were also making effort
कि सारा समय
that
अपने सर्व अनुभवी मूर्त होकर के बैठे
that I should sit
लेकिन
as an embodiment of experience. But what did Bap Dada observe? Baba observed that
कोई कोई
very few were really images of experience,
क्योंकि सबसे बड़ी शक्ति
because
अनुभव
the biggest power
अनुभवी स्वरूप
is the power of experience,
के अनुभवी स्वरूप
the embodiment of the experience of all powers,
मास्टर नॉलेजफुल
Master knowledgeful,
मास्टर सर्वशक्ति
Master almighty authority form.
तो अनुभवी स्वरूप
So
बनने में कुछ कमी थी
there was something lacking in becoming the form of experience.
पुरुषार्थ करते हैं बाप दादा ने फिर भी मुबारक दी
They are making effort, and therefore Bap Dada congratulated them that at least they are making effort.
आते मेजॉरिटी
Majority of you do come for Amrit Vela meditation. Baba was referring to Amrit Vela meditation. Majority of you sit to meditate.
लेकिन बाप दादा यही चाहते
But what Bap Dada wishes is
कि लाइट माइट
that
स्वरूप के
you
अनुभवी मूर्त
become the image of experience of light and might.
क्योंकि ये अमृत वेले का
Why? Because the yoga that you do at Amrit Vela
प्रकाश सारे
gives the sakash
मंडल में
which spreads in the whole atmosphere. The sakash of the yoga you do at Amrit Vela spreads in the atmosphere.
इस अनुभव को
Now enhance this experience.
जैसे बाप दादा ब्रह्मा बाबा को देखा,
Just as you saw in Brahma Baba.
कितने पावरफुल फरिश्ते स्वरूप की स्थिति रही.
How powerful and angelic stage the Father had.
ऐसे ही इस अमृत वेले को
Similarly,
अभी अपने रूप से अटेंशन
similarly you have to
अतक
so each one of you have to pay attention to this in your own way
दादा ने
and elevate your stage accordingly. Also, Bap Dada noticed
कई बच्चे
that there are many children
लाइट वाइट रूप में भी बैठते हैं.
they do sit in that stage of light and might. It's not that they don't. There are who experience that stage of light and might. It's not that there aren't any of them. However,
पुरुषार्थ को और भी अटेंशन
you need to pay more attention to this stage.
और बाप दादा ने पहले भी इशारा दिया.
And Bap Dada also has given this signal before that
मन को सदा बिजी रखो.
keep your mind busy all the time. Keep your mind busy all the time. Whether it is through service to the mind or service through words
मनन शक्ति में बिजी रहो.
or keeping your mind busy in churning, but
मनन करो.
keep your mind busy. You can do
मनन
churning,
शक्ति
the power of churning.
मन को एकाग्र बना देती.
The power of churning
कोई बच्चे मनन अच्छा करते भी,
helps to the mind
लेकिन
to be in concentration.
मनन शक्ति को भी सारे दिन में बढ़ाओ.
Some children do a lot of churning, but then it is necessary to increase this power of churning throughout the day.
क्योंकि बाप दादा
Because
को लास्ट बच्चे से भी प्यार.
Bap Dada has love even for the last child. Even from the last child, Bap Dada wishes that he should go with the father and not left behind or come behind.
तो क्या करेंगे?
So what will you do?
Attention.
Attention.
आज बाप दादा सभा को देख
Baba is saying about this gathering. Today, on seeing this gathering, see the beautiful gathering on the screen.
चौकी
So, on seeing the gathering,
फिरती
Bap Dada
होनी
says that expansion of the children is bound to take place. Expansion of the children.
75 वर्ष की जुबली मनाई
You celebrated the Platinum Jubilee.
उसकी तो बाप दादा बच्चों को मुबारक दे रहे हैं।
For that, Bap Dada is congratulating the children. And everyone clapped.
बाप दादा ने सेवा की लगन भी देखी।
Bap Dada also noticed how much
हर
love you have for service.
स्थान वालों को उपंग है
Everyone in every place
सेवा का
has so much enthusiasm for service,
फल
and
और सेवा का फल वो भी दिखाई दे रहा।
the strength and the fruit of that service is also visible.
कि जहाँ भी बच्चों ने
Bap Dada
सेवा की है
noticed in particular that wherever the children have
इस
done service,
गवर्नमेंट के निमित्त
there they have got success, and many souls who are of the government, that is government officials, they more of them have come. You know, the governor of Himachal Pradesh is sitting next to Brij Mohan Bhai. She's the governor of Himachal Pradesh.
रिजल्ट में
So,
मानते भी है
as a result of this, they are accepting that
कि समय अनुसार
according to the present time,
जब दुख और अशांति बढ़ रही
when sorrow and peacelessness are increasing,
जो टॉपिक रखी है
the topic which you have kept for the Platinum Jubilee, one God, one world family, that is very, very necessary.
क्योंकि जितना ही शांति चाहते हैं
Because as much the people need peace, that much,
अशांति बढ़ रही
or as much the people are wanting peace, that much peacelessness is growing.
कोई न कोई बात अशांति की
Something or the other is turning up, and that is
आई जाती
making everything, that is
इसके लिए
resulting in peacelessness again.
चारों ओर
This is why
टेंशन बढ़ रहा है
tension is growing everywhere,
और गवर्नमेंट भी चाहती है
and the government also
कि भारत
wants
टेंशन
that Bharat should become tension free.
सभी ने जिन बच्चों ने
So all those children who have served the government,
सभी बच्चों को
to all those children,
दादा मुबारक
Bap Dada gives congratulations. Especially, Delhi served a lot during Platinum Jubilee, and also in other places, the governor, chief minister, ministers, they have come to our programs. So Baba is congratulating them, and also Baba is congratulating those in advance who are going to do in the near future these Platinum Jubilee programs.
दादा अभी यही चाहते हैं
Now Bap Dada wants
कि एक एक बच्चा
that each child
फॉलो फादर
should follow the father,
करते हुए
that each child should follow the father
बाप समान संपन्न जरूर बने
and become perfect like the father.
बाप दादा ने देखा पुरुषार्थ भी सब बच्चे करते हैं
Bap Dada
पुरुषार्थ की लगन भी है
also noticed that the children are making efforts. They
बनने से ही
they love to make efforts too,
प्रॉमिस भी बहुत
and
करते
many of them are also promising themselves that if not now, Baba, when else can we do it? Therefore, we will do it now. So they promise
क्या होता है
to Baba too. But then what happens? But then,
कारण है
what is the reason that they are not able to do it in spite of making promises,
दृढ़ता कम है
in spite of the efforts? The reason is that the determination is not that much.
बीच बीच में अलबेलापन आ जाता
Carelessness comes in between.
हो जाएंगे
It will happen. We will become.
ये अलबेलापन
this type of carelessness
पुरुषार्थ को ढीला कर देता।
makes efforts become loose.
तो अब क्या करेंगे?
So what will you do now?
अभी यही विशेष अटेंशन दो।
Now give this attention in particular
प्रोग्राम बनाओ। अपना प्रोग्राम बनाओ।
Now give this attention to yourself. Make your own program. Make your own program
मन को
in which
बिजी रखो।
you keep your mind busy all the time. Make your program yourself.
टेबल अपना आप बनाओ।
Make your own timetable yourself.
बिजी रखने का
The timetable of keeping your mind busy.
चाहे मनन करो,
You may do journaling, you may do seva, service,
एक दो को
or
अटेंशन
you may draw the attention of one another,
बिजी रहो।
but stay busy.
से बिजी,
Keep your mind busy.
से बिजी तो होते हो,
You do stay busy
मन से बिजी रहो।
through the body, but keep your mind also busy.
बिजी रहने में बिजनेसमैन नंबर 1 बन।
Become good number one businessman in keeping your mind busy.
ये कर सकते हो,
Can you do this?
करेंगे।
Will you do it? Will you do it? And they are raising their hand. Will you do it? And hands are raising.
क्यों आप जानते हो?
Why? Because you know
ब्रह्मा बाप भी आपका इंतजार कर रहे हैं।
that even Brahma Baba is waiting for you.
और आपकी एडवांस पार्टी भी
And your advance party
आपका इंतजार।
is waiting for you.
कब समय को समय मिलाते,
When will you bring time closer?
क्योंकि समय को समय मिलाने की जिम्मेवार
Because you are responsible for bringing time closer.
अपने को संपन्न बनाना अर्थात
To make
समय को
the self perfect means to make time come closer.
तो बाप दादा
Bap Dada has already given you time of 1 month.
इस 1 मास में
In this 1 month,
हर एक को तीव्र पुरुषार्थी
each one has to become an intense effort maker.
पुरुषार्थी नहीं,
Not
तीव्र पुरुषार्थी
just an effort maker, but intense effort maker. Each one must become an intense effort maker. Will you do it?
मंजूर.
Are you ready for that? Raise your hand if you're ready for that.
अच्छा,
Okay. Congratulations. So sweet Baba is. He doesn't get tired of telling us all this, no?
अभी
Now,
हर एक को दृढ़ संकल्प कर
now each one of you have to make a determined thought and
रिजल्ट
give the result to Bap Dada
ऐसी
of the whole day, every day. What type of result? The result of your intense efforts. Give your result to Bap Dada every day. Not the result of only efforts, but intense efforts.
इसके लिए ध्यान है.
Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Then raise your hand again. Very good.
अभी नीचे
Yeah, lower your hand because some had already were keeping the hand raised. So Baba saying, now lower your hand.
अचानक के बीच में रिजल्ट मंगाए
Bap Dada will
डेट नहीं
ask for your result suddenly. He won't give you the date. All of a sudden, he will say,
1 मास
within 1 month, on any date, he will ask for the result. I must do it.
अपने आप से
Make this promise to yourself. Bap Dada makes you give a promise, that he does, but you have to make a promise with your own self.
संकल्प करो
Give this determined thought to yourself and do it in a practical way. I will do it. I will do it. I'll try. Yes, I have to do. Not that Baba doesn't like gay language.
समय आगे बढ़
time is moving forward. It is going into extremity. Therefore, you who are the transformers of time, will you can you, the ancestral souls, not have mercy on the sorrowful souls? Be merciful and show the path of happiness to the sorrowful souls, either through thoughts or through words or through contacts and relationship. It is your family, is it not? You have to finish the sorrow of your family, is it not? Become merciful. Okay. What is to be done now? Baba, it's the turn of Karnataka for Seva. 9,000 have come from Karnataka. 9,000. So 9,000 have come from Karnataka. I have actually requested Jasu Behen of London to come and translate after this. So she's here in Madhuban, and she will come soon and take over the translation. Baba is seeing the 9,000 brothers and sisters of Karnataka who are standing, who have come here for Seva. Okay.
सभी साइलेंस में रहेंगे, आपस में बातचीत नहीं करिए।
Now, what will those of Karnataka, what speciality will those of Karnataka show? Will you do the effort and make others to do intense efforts? Will you do intense efforts and make others do intense effort? Raise your hand in this. So I hand over to Jasuben.
You can all sit down.
ओम शांति। सभी साइलेंस में बैठिए।
Bap Dada is not just seeing all of you that are present here, but all the children wherever they are sitting, whether they're sitting in the gardens or in the different halls. Baba is giving them lots and lots of love and remembrances. They may be sitting far, but they're close to the heart. Bap Dada is also giving love and remembrances from the heart to all those children who are watching from everywhere, watching everywhere abroad, in this land and abroad. Bap Dada is seeing every child in this land and abroad, whether they are far or close. Whether you are far or close, you are merged. You are the ones who are merged in Bap Dada's heart. Each child has promised, Baba is in my heart and each one of us is in Baba's heart. This is why the Father's title is Dilaram, the Comforter of Hearts. There are many that have come from Karnataka, the state that's looking after the service this time. all the Madhuban Nivasis down below, up above.
और याद दे रहे
Baba is giving multi-million fold love and remembrances.
क्योंकि कितने भी बढ़ गए हैं लेकिन सेवा अच्छी की है
No matter how many children have increased, but yet you've done very good service. The result of that is very good.
इसलिए बाप दादा ने देखा
This is why Bap Dada saw
कि अथकपन प्यार से
that you were all tireless
सबको संभाल लिए
and you've accommodated everyone with a lot of love,
आने वाले चाय खिलाने वाले
whether it's those providing accommodation, those providing the food,
कोई भी सेवा करने वाले
those doing any type of service.
रिजल्ट
The result of service
अच्छी
is very good.
इसलिए आने वालों को सेवा करने वालों
For
को
those who've come here, those who are doing the service,
सहयोग देने वालों
those who are giving their cooperation,
एक एक को
to each and every one,
मुबारक दे रही है
Baba is giving congratulations. Over 21,000 people.
आगे क्या करना
बाबा 4 विंग्स आई है एक एजुकेशन विंग है
Four
दूसरा
wings.
कल्चरल विंग है और साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग विंग है एजुकेशन विंग है चौथी
Education, art and cultural, education and political. All 4 wings, please stand up.
अच्छा हर एक विंग ने अपनी अपनी निशानी रखी
Each of the wings have brought their own signs. All the banners are being displayed.
सभी का उमंग उत्साह देख
Seeing everyone's zeal and enthusiasm,
बहुत खुश है
Bap Dada is very, very happy.
और रिजल्ट में भी देख रही है कि हर एक विंग अभी
Baba seeing the results of each of the wings and seeing that there is progress.
कर भी रही है
You are progressing
और बना भी रही है हर एक विंग के आगे करने के प्रोग्राम्स
and you're also
बाप दादा के पास पहुंच गए
making programs for each wing to progress further. So Bab Dada's receiving these programs, information. So just as you've created these programs,
वो बहुत अच्छे बनाए हैं,
and you've created very good programs
उमंग से बनाए हैं,
with a lot of enthusiasm.
उसको प्रैक्टिकल में करके बाप दादा के सामने रिजल्ट के साथ
So put those programs into practical form, and
कोई सैंपल भी हर एक विंग लाएगा.
each wing will definitely bring a sample together with the results in front of Bab Dada. Not just having the programs, but Baba wants to see the results and a sample emerging from those programs.
बहुत चारों ही विंग के बहुत हैं.
There are many in each of the 4 wings.
हाथ उठाओ, हाथ उठाओ.
They're all standing, and Baba still wants them to raise their hands.
बाप दादा देख रहे हैं.
Bab Dada is seeing, Bab Dada seeing everyone very close, seeing each one closely.
अच्छा. अभी हर एक विंग रिजल्ट निकाले
Now each of the wings
कि जब से
should give their results,
विंग की सेवा की है,
that from the time that you started the service of that wing,
लेकर
from that time until now,
कितने माइक बनाए हैं
how many mics have you created,
और कितने वारिस बनाए हैं,
and how many heirs have you brought here?
कितने स्टूडेंट बनाए.
How many mics, how many heirs, and how many students have you created in your wing from the time that you started until now?
उमंग से कर तो रही है,
Yes, you're doing everything with that enthusiasm,
लेकिन बाप दादा ये रिजल्ट देखने चाहते.
but now Bab Dada wants to see the result,
आप मुबारक भी दे रहे हैं बाप दादा.
and Bab Dada is also congratulating all of you.
क्यों
Why?
कि हर एक विंग एक दो से आगे जा भी रहा है.
Each wing is going ahead of the others,
सेवा में नए नए प्लान भी बना रहे हैं
and is also making new plans for service.
जो आज चार विंग आए हैं.
The 4 wings that have come today,
उनको बाप दादा अभी खास मुबारक दे रहे हैं.
Baba is giving special congratulations now to the 4 wings that are present here today.
अच्छा ड्रेस भी पहन के आए हैं.
You've come with your own special dress.
एजुकेशन विंग
The education wing with the yellow banners. And they've got the special hats also.
अच्छा
साइंस और इंजीनियरिंग विंग की सिल्वर जुबली है. साइंस और इंजीनियरिंग विंग की सिल्वर जुबली है.
It's the silver jubilee of the science and engineering wing. Raise your hands. The science wing, science and engineering.
अच्छा है सिल्वर जुबली की विशेष बाप दादा खास एक एक बच्चे को
Bap Dada is giving special
सेहत
and in particular, personally by name. Baba is seeing each one personally and also giving them congratulations.
संस्था की तो 75 वर्ष की
It's the platinum jubilee of this institution of the Yag year, and it's your silver jubilee, 25 years. 25 years of the wing.
खुश है
But still Bap Dada is happy.
करते चलो
Continue to do.
उड़ते चलो
Continue to do more and continue to fly.
कर वो दिन आएगा
Eventually that day will come.
जो सब कहेंगे
That day is coming close when everyone will say, our Baba has come. That day is not far.
अभी जो भी विंग है उसमें ऐसे आत्माएं निकालो
In all the wings,
जो
let
दिल से कहे
such souls emerge who say from their heart, my Baba has come. For souls to recognize Baba and for them to say, my Baba has come.
ऐसे नाम बाप दादा के पास भेजना
So send names of such souls to Bap Dada.
जितनी भी सेवा की है जितने भी निकले हैं
However much service you have done, how many souls have emerged,
कितने कहते हैं
out of all of those, how many actually say, my Baba has come?
फिर बाप दादा इनाम देगा
Then Bap Dada will give a prize.
अभी यही सेवा धूमधाम से करो
Now do this service with a lot of splendor, lot of pomp and splendor.
ऐसे पुरुषार्थी निकलने चाहिए
Such effort makers should now emerge.
वर्तज्ञता करनी है
You have to bring about revelation, don't you?
दुखियों को सुखी बनाना है
You have to bring happiness to those who are experiencing sorrow.
इसी भारत को स्वर्ग बनाना ही है
We definitely have to make this Bharat into heaven.
कब बनाएंगे विग वाले सुनाओ
So when will we do this? Those of the wings, how much time do you need? When are you going to make Bharat into heaven?
कितना टाइम चाहिए
How much time do you need? speak.
आप बोलो कितना समय चाहिए?
Brijmohan Bhai, how much time do you need?
चारी विंग के
The heads of the four
जो है
wings,
वो आगे आओ.
those who are the heads of each of the wings, come to the front. Brijmohan Bhai, Mrityunjay Bhai, Mohan Bhai,
स्टेज पर आओ.
Sarla Didi, come onto the stage. Sorry. I think it's Bharat Bhai, not Mohan Bhai as well as Bharat Bhai. Usha Ben, Nirvair Bhai, I was lucky for Sheelu Ben.
हर विंग से 3 चेयरपर्सन, नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर और मधुबन कोऑर्डिनेटर. इसे किसने रिवाइज किया?
Explaining to Baba the different positions of the people in the wings. They have the heads of the wings in the different places and also the coordinators in Madhuban. One of the brothers is abroad. But,
देखो बैठ जाओ, नहीं तो बैठ जाओ.
बैठेंगे जो बैठ सकते हो बैठो. Baba's asking everyone to sit down.
फिर से कन्वोकेशन का सेकंड ईयर है, जो डिग्री देते हैं ना, उसमें एमएससी डिग्री भी दे रहे हैं.
This is the second year of giving the degree, so Nirvapa is explaining to Baba.
में जो कोऑर्डिनेटर है बीके है, उसने कहा कि अभी अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में.
So one of the brothers who's actually an instrument in the university where the degrees are being given, is saying that we should have our own university where such degrees can be given. Baba saying was there's no rush for it. It will happen, there's no rush for it.
वो लोग भी चाहते हैं ब्रह्मा कुमारी अपना कारोबार.
Those people also want us to open our own university, worldly university. Baba says there's no rush for that. So Baba just spoke of that. So Baba saying, let the heirs emerge. Yes, you've worn the hats, the hats that you wear when you get your degree, but Baba's wanting air souls emerging. It's the responsibility of each one of you to let the airs emerge from each of the wings. Some places, yes, you've made the mics emerge, but now let the airs emerge. Take a number in this. Which department, which wing is going to be number one in bringing the airs? There's also the Shaktis in this. Now is the time the season for the heirs to emerge. Stella been speaking for the engineering wing that they're wanting
ऐसा यज्ञ को उन्हें बनाया जाए जो स्पिरिचुअल साइंस म्यूजियम टाइप का
wanting to build a museum somewhere
ओम शांति। आप सब बैठ जाइए प्लीज। हैं
which
बाबा
can
जो
be of
कहते हैं
an
वो सुनिए।
international form.
प्लान बनाओ।
So make a plan for that. Baba will look at that and then see.
बॉम्बे में बहुत अच्छा पॉलिटिकल कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ, उसका रिजल्ट भी अच्छा रहा। विधानसभा वाले सभापति ने साथ में प्रोग्राम करने के लिए उन्होंने निमंत्रण भी दिया है।
A political conference took place in Bombay, and the result of that is very good. So Baba said, continue to increase it, continue to do more, and let the heirs emerge. There's many who become cooperative, but now let the heirs emerge.
ऐसा एग्जाम्पल बने
Let there be such samples
औरों को भी उमंग।
who hear everything that you have to say and bring that enthusiasm in others also.
समय तो आ रहा है।
That time is
तो
coming.
समय भी आपको मदद दे।
Time will also help you now
दुख बढ़ रहा है।
because sorrow is increasing everywhere. People's suffering is increasing.
तो फैसला कहाँ होता है?
They try to make solutions, find solutions, but they're not able to decide on anything.
इस समय ऐसे आपदा प्रबंधन जो अभियान निकाले हैं तो पिछले 3 महीनों चेयरमैन से लेकर मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर सबका बहुत इंटरेस्ट है कि ये म्यूनसिपल वाले जो बोल रहे हैं ये आपदाओं के ऊपर कितना इसके ऊपर आज के समय के मुताबिक
The same people's interest is growing everywhere.
लेकिन निकले
We also have their cooperation. Baba saying is we still have the emerged. Yes, they're giving their cooperation,
आ गया अभी
but they themselves have to come forward also.
हो जाएगा।
Yes, it will happen.
अच्छा
बाबा डबल विदेशी भाई बहनें भी आए हुए हैं।
There's also the double foreign brothers and
डबल
sisters.
फॉरेनर सभी खड़े होंगे।
All double foreigners, please stand up.
यूथ वाले कहाँ हैं?
The youth are not here yet.
वाले
Baba's asking for the
यूथ
youth.
विंग नहीं है बाबा इस समय। इस समय यूथ का टर्न नहीं है।
It's not the turn of the youth wing.
अभी डबल विदेशी खड़े हैं।
Double foreigners standing up.
अच्छा डबल विदेशी का अर्थ है
Double foreigner means
पुरान उड़ने वाले
the ones who flying with the double flight.
डबल उड़ान
Double flight.
अर्थात
That means
सेकंड में
to be able to fly in a second.
जो चाहे
Sorry.
वो स्थिति
Double flight means
में स्थित हो जाए।
to be able to stabilize yourself in the stage that you want in a second.
तो ऐसा अभ्यास
So do you have such practice
जिस समय जो स्थिति जाओ
that whatever stage you want at any time,
उसके मूर्ति कला स्थिति के अनुभव में आ जाओ।
that you're able to come into that stage of the flying stage,
यही
with the flying
अभ्यास
stage, the stage that you want.
समय पर काम में आएगा।
And this practice will be very useful at that
जिस
time.
समय चाहे उस समय वही स्थिति
Uh,
प्रैक्टिकल में हो जाए।
whenever you want, for you to have that stage in a practical way, to have such practice.
विदेशी है ना,
You are double foreigners,
पुरुषार्थ भी डबल करेंगे,
and so you will make double effort also, will you not?
कर भी रही है।
You are doing that.
दादा के पास समाचार अच्छे अच्छे आते,
Bap Dada receives very good news.
सेवा का समाचार भी आता है।
Baba also receives news of service.
बढ़ रही है,
Service is increasing.
आत्माएं भी अच्छे अच्छे निमित्त बनने वाली निकल रही है।
Very good instrumental souls are also emerging. Someone should point out to Baba that there's also the foreigners on the side.
बाप दादा डबल विदेशों को डबल मुबारक दे रहे।
This is Bap Dada is giving double congratulations to the double foreigners. Could someone ask Shiluben to point out the double foreigners are all on the sister side also?
अच्छा है, हर ग्रुप में डबल विदेशी कोई ना कोई होता ही है।
It's good that in each group there are the double foreigners in every group.
अच्छा, अपना प्रोग्राम बना दिए।
You've made a very good program for yourselves in this way, to be present in every meeting.
तो डबल विदेशी अभी वारिसों की लिस्ट निकाल,
So now the double foreigners have to make a list of the heirs
हर एक सेंटर पर
at every center.
कितने नए वारिस निकले।
How many new heirs have emerged?
आप तो हो ही,
Yes, you are that anyway. All the double foreigners here, Baba saying you are heirs anyway.
बाप दादा
But now,
वारिसों की लिस्ट चाहिए।
Bab Dada wants a list of the heirs, the new ones.
अच्छा, बैठो बैठो। अभी जहाँ भी जो बैठे हैं
Wherever each one of you is sitting,
उन सबको, चाहे टीवी में देख रहे हैं,
whether you're watching on the TV
चाहे यहाँ
or whether you're sitting here in the hall
पर बैठे
or at the different places,
टीवी में देख रहे हैं,
those sitting outside this hall also watching on the TV,
एक एक बच्चे को बाप दादा आज तीव्र पुरुषार्थी का टाइटल दे रहा।
Baba is giving each and every child the title of being an intense effort maker.
अभी इसी टाइटल को
So now,
सदा
always remember this title of yours, an intense effort maker. If someone asks you who you are,
यही कहना
just tell them this,
पुरुषार्थ
an intense effort maker.
ठीक है, सभी
Is that,
मंजूर है,
do you all agree?
मंजूर है।
You accept that?
अभी
Now you can't continue with effort in a slack way because time is moving forward fast.
अभी तीव्र पुरुषार्थ
Therefore now be intense effort makers. You have to become an intense effort maker. This is the call of the time. May you be an intense effort maker. Blessing from Bap Dada. May you be an intense effort maker.
बाप दादा के बहुत बहुत याद प्यार
To all the children, lots and lots of love, remembrance,
तीव्र पुरुषार्थ की सौगात
and the gift of intense effort as a special gift from Bap Dada to all the children.
बाबा पहली बार वाले बहुत आए हैं, दादी जी कह रही हैं।
Many first timers, Dada is
First
especially
time वाले
remembering
बहुत आए
them.
हैं।
उठे
Those who are here for the first time to stand up.
पहली बार वाले सभी उठेंगे।
Can be those from abroad too. Those who are here for the first time.
अच्छा पहली बारी आने वाले बच्चों को
To the children who've come here for the first time,
दादा विशेष मुबारक दे रही है
Bap Dada is giving special congratulations.
बाप दादा आप बच्चों को देख खुश हो रही है
Bap Dada is very pleased seeing all of your children.
क्यों खुश हो रही है
Why is he pleased?
क्योंकि आप सभी लास्ट समय के पहले
Because all of you have reached here before the final moments. And so congratulations for that. As
अपना हक लेने के अधिकारी बन गए
you've claimed a right to receive your own rights.
इसलिए आप सभी जो आज बाप दादा बार बार कह रही है
So what Bap Dada has been telling you again and again, to be an intense effort maker.
तीव्र पुरुषार्थी बन
So you will be intense effort makers.
आगे
You'll become intense effort makers and you can continue to move forward as much as you
ये
want.
वरदान अभी प्राप्त हो सकता है
You can receive this blessing now. There's also a governor from somewhere that's present in the meeting. You can see her escort behind her.
सभी जो भी आए हैं
All of you who have come,
उन सबको ये अटेंशन देना है
you have to pay attention
कि सदा
One is that you continue to study the Murli regularly as per our discipline in the same systematic way.
मनसा सेवा
And together with that, also
या वाचा सेवा
continue to serve through the mind
करने का
or through words.
golden chance लेते रहे.
Continue to take the golden chance of serving through the mind or through words. And through words.
मुबारक हो, मुबारक हो.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.